the Batman Statue Collector, and welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And I'm so excited because look who we have back with us once again. Mrs. BSC is here. How's it going?
Great, doing great.
Well, look what we have in front of you.
I know, I'm so excited.
So this is, of course, Baby Yoda. This is the child life-size statue from Sideshow Collectibles. We just did the live unboxing, so hopefully if you missed that one, I will put the link up top here so you can check that out. But this is your first statue.
Yeah, this one is mine. This whole room is yours, but this guy is mine.
It absolutely is, and it's really a funny story because whenever I showed this to you, you said if I don't buy it, you will.
Yeah.
So we bought it. And so I can't wait to look and get your thoughts on this piece. But before we do that, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and click that notification bell. Make sure you choose all. That way you don't miss any of this content. So, of course, we're going to show you all the close-ups and give you our thoughts there. But what is your initial impression of this statue? He
is adorable. He is so cute. I mean, he is, to be honest, I think he is even cuter in person than he was. He's adorable. He is adorable. His little face, I just want to squeeze his little cheeks. Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
Look at his eyes.
Oh, he's got the best eyes, and I love just the coloring in his features. I love all the pink in his cheeks and his nose. I just love him. I mean, you can see why everybody in the Mandalorian series just, you know, falls in love with him because it wants to protect him, because I just want to snatch him off this little base and take him with me.
So we are big fans of the show.
Yeah.
And we've just started watching season 2, which is really great. As of this filming, it's just been episode 1 so far. This coming weekend will be episode 2.
Featuring Timothy Oliphant, ladies.
She is a big fan, that's for sure. He's like, who is that guy? I'm like, it's that guy. We've seen him before. What show was he on? That we
Justified.
Yeah, Justified. So now you're going to probably be Netflixing Justified.
Yeah, now I'll have to binge that one.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyway, we are big Star Wars fans. In addition, of course, me being the Batman statue collector, a lot of you guys know that I'm a big Star Wars fan. We love Harry Potter. We love Marvel, the MCU.
We're super geeky.
We are super geeky. But the reason why we got this is because we are big, giant Disney fans.
Yeah.
We are big Disney park fans. A lot of you guys know that. We have a Disney room. At some point, we'll get it finished and ready for you guys, and we'll maybe do a room tour or something of that Disney room. But we had to have this because we don't need a lot of Star Wars pieces in that room. We mostly collect Disney parks things. But when we saw this, we're like, okay, the price point was amazing. So when this went on sale, it was $350. And I was under the impression that it would be polystone. I'm going to say right off the beginning, it is not polystone. Possibly the base might be, but the actual statue isn't, and we'll get into that. But in my opinion, it does not have to be polystone. I think the actual effects of the paint are way better than if it was made out of polystone. So I will get into the materials and all that stuff as we get the close-ups. But what do you think of the hair?
I love the hair. I mean, this is exactly what I think Yoda's hair would feel like. Not, where it was kind of just sparse. I love it. It's so real. I like that it's actual hair. We kind of have this discussion with the others, sometimes real hair versus the sculpted hair and other looks, but you could not have done this sculpted. I mean, it's so fine and perfect. I love it. I think and you can't see where the hairs are in, you know what I mean? You can't see where the hairs are attached. It's not like a Cabbage Patch Kid where they've got holes on top of the head where you can see where it's plugged in. I mean, it's done so well. It's perfect.
I mean, that was something that I was really concerned about whenever I was ordering this, because I'm thinking, okay, how do you hand punch hair into polystone? And I don't think it's possible, but I thought, well, maybe they had a technique. And the fact that this is not polystone, obviously that was an easy way. But yeah, there's no holes, there's no nothing. It's just, you could just tell, but it is individually, if you pull on the hair, it actually is in the head, which is pretty amazing. And what are your first thoughts on the jacket?
I really love the jacket. Even sometimes in the series, I'm like, that thing doesn't fit him very well.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it certainly is true to that. But I love the seams, the work on it, I think is really pretty. The zipper was a funny choice. I don't know why, that just seems really funny to me. Because you unzip
you
it
can
and
take it
see
off.
his little plastic belly under there.
We'll check that out too.
It's really funny. But I really love, I mean, it's thick, it's heavy, it's not like a thin, cheap, it's almost like It's lined, like Sherpa lined. I mean, it looks warm. It's probably keeping my little baby Yoda warm.
Thank God you're here because I would have never come up with Sherpa. So I don't even
You know what
that
I'm
means. Yeah.
saying. It's like,
It's like a
that
winter
Old
coat.
Navy fleece. In
Yeah,
there.
yeah. It's like a winter coat, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's got that really great material. So like I said, it is $350 whenever I ordered it. Sideshow has upped the price a little bit, probably because of how popular it is, to $375 as of the recording of this. And I do feel like, just my initial thought is I do feel like that is justified. I think if this was polystone, it would have weighed more, so shipping would have been more, and I also feel like they wouldn't have captured the same paint detail. But also, I feel like it just would have increased the price a lot more. Maybe more in like the $600 range. This is life size. It still is not that big though. I mean, it's a good size, but it is just so adorable. Look at the eyes. I mean, the eyes are what really do
they
it.
just sell it. I mean, it really looks like he is looking at you and waiting for you to do something for him. He is so cute. You know what else I love? I love his little fingernails.
His fingernails.
Yes, look how adorable they are, and they're so. Can you see? You can see them, but they're
cute.
They're I mean, they're just. Oh, I just love them. He's got little toenails under there too.
Yeah, we'll get close-ups of those as well.
Oh my gosh, I think it's just the detailing on it.
Did you see the shifter knob?
I saw it in your live unboxing because I was watching on YouTube.
Yes, well there you go. Hey, I love that.
But yeah, that's really funny.
And it just has a magnet, so it just goes right in there.
Does it only go in this hand?
Just that hand, I think. Yeah, just that hand.
Yeah.
But he's more gripping in that hand. So I know you guys are ready for the close-ups. We will give you our thoughts as we look at it. So let's check that out right now. All right, guys, so we have Baby Yoda, we have the child all set up here on the table, and I want to give you, of course, all the details, and we're going to share our thoughts on this piece. So we'll start with the base. What do you think of the base overall?
I think the base serves its purpose. It's nothing special. It doesn't take away from the child statue at all, but it still has that pretty classic Star Wars industrial feel that fits right in, but it doesn't... It blends. It's nice. It doesn't take away. That's been one of my complaints with some other statues, is that the base, I don't like the base with the statue, but this one, it blends in.
So it is kind of a gunmetal dark gray. It appears a little bit brighter on camera. Of course, we do have a light shining on it, but I agree. It's just a nice Star Wars nod. It's got the, kind of like an imperial base, really nice. And then, of course, we're going to move up the statue itself, and we're going to talk a little bit about the clothing here. Really nice fabric option, and it does remind me of a winter coat. What do you think?
Definitely. It's got that winter coat vibe. It's kind of that, almost looks like a burlap sack on the outside, so something that they could scavenge in the Star Wars world. But then it's got this fleece lining that definitely looks like it's keeping him warm. And it does have, do you want me to show the zipper?
Yeah, absolutely.
It does have a zipper under there, and that zipper is functional. So that zipper does work to... There's his little belly. There's a little Yoda belly in there.
Right there, yep.
But it is functional, which is actually pretty cool. They didn't have to make that functional, but I think it's really neat that it did. And then it does have a snap here to keep this in place.
That means that also means you could change out. Like if you wanted to put something on him, like an actual T-shirt or something, you could.
Or if in the next season he has a different outfit or something changes, it might be kind of cool to update it. It also does have a wire in the collar so that you can shape it, which is nice because it's kind of an awkward collar. Sometimes in the show he kind of sinks into this collar.
It's too big for him,
like
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice that we can shape it a little bit and make it work for what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you see the seams?
Yeah, the seams are really cool. It's like it's all hand sewn,
that's right. It looks hand sewn.
So it's very, very good material. I'm really impressed with the quality here because I think they could have skimped on this, but I do feel like it's very weathered looking and it just has a really nice quality to it.
And it's thick. I mean, it's lined all the way through. So you can see that lining even down here where it doesn't show. It's lined all the way through. So it is a really thick garment.
That's awesome. Why don't you lift that bottom up and I'll show you the feet. The feet are a PVC material. The whole body is, but it's very, very well painted. I don't know if the camera is going to pick up the texturing, but it's just very, very good. And then, of course, it does go into that plastic element up top where the detail is not there. Of course, you might see the feet, but chances are really the robe is going to completely cover it, but you can really see the nice details there on that. And then of course the same with the hands. So as we look at the hands, you're going to see the nails, and it's really cool. Of course, that is the shifter knob right there. So this is also a plastic element, but it does have a magnet inside, so you can just see it pop. It's going to pop right into place, really strong magnet, and that just looks really good. But again, the texturing on Yoda, or the child. Let me come around this side. I think you can see the nails a little bit better on this hand. You can see the texturing, the spotty paint work. It's really, really good, and I just think it's very impressive. The nails look very good. It has a shine element to it. Make sure it's in focus for you guys. Yeah, it looks really good. We'll spin around the back here so you can see it kind of has this hood element here. Just looks really good. And let's talk about the head. All right, so the head, at first I thought that this might be polystone. But after I started, feeling it, it is, you can see, it is
it's a little flexible.
It is a little flexible. This is a hard plastic, or a molded plastic. So the whole body is plastic. There is no polystone as far as I can tell on this, except for maybe the base is polystone. I'm not sure. But I'm actually really glad that it is not, because I don't think that they could have had the same paint technique, or even the same eyes, or even the punched hair. You can't do that on polystone. Let me show you the hair a little bit better. Sorry, I'm kind of washing out here with the light. There we go. But you can really see all of this is hand punched, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Some people have said that there are divots. Like I have a divot on mine, but if you actually look squared up, I mean, it looks balanced, so I don't know if that's intentional or not, but I think it's fine. I also want to show you the details, the speckling on the ears. I'm afraid it might be washing out a little bit on camera. I might have a little bit too much light on it, but hopefully you guys can see. It's much more green in person. Beautiful, kind of a lime green color, a really light lime. The pinks, what do you think of the pinks on the face?
I love the pinks on the face. I think it's really well done. And some of the photographs that we had seen, I thought, oh, they overdid it. They put too much blush on him, but it's not. It's perfect. It really, the way it blends into his green, and it's almost translucent. It looks like you can see through it. But I really love the paint, or the pink paint right around the eyes, on the nose, and the cheeks, and the ears. I think it just makes his expression that much more true to form. I think it's just perfectly stippled in there. It looks fantastic.
What do you think of the eyes?
Oh, his eyes are stunning. I mean, definitely the child's, most expressive feature when it comes to the television show, and they did not disappoint in the statue. His eyes are so expressive. They definitely feel like they're looking right at you. I think they're fantastic. They're just wonderful. It
is multi-layered, and I do feel like the eyes are plastic as well. I thought maybe they were glass at first, but they are layered. There is depth to them. So that if it is plastic, there is a plastic layer over the eye that's underneath it. So it definitely, it just feels so real. Another thing, I'm going to try to do this with one hand. You can turn the head, or maybe I'll have you try to do that. You can turn the head any direction that you wish. So if you want to have him looking off to the side, you can. The only thing that you can't do, I think this is maybe the only downfall, is you can't tilt it forward or backwards. So I think the intention of this piece is that he's always on the ground. He's always looking up. And that's exactly what he's doing on the statue. So if you kind of pan, he is looking up a little bit. But I don't feel like that deters it anyway. I feel like it's just incredibly well thought out, really, of how they did this piece. Now, if you have it on a high shelf, I don't know if that would be as great, because he would be looking right at the ceiling. But if you have him lower, where I think most people would have him on the floor or on a lower shelf, I think he's going to look just perfect. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. Right now, it looks like he's staring right at me, asking me to pick him up. I think he's perfect. And yeah, anywhere at chest height or lower for display, I think would work fine. Anything above chest height, he's going to be staring off into space, which is not going to be quite as effective because you won't get that adorable child-loving look that he's giving us now.
I just can't say enough about how realistic he looks. Like I really do. Like you just said, like I feel like you would just want to pick him up and you want to just hug him and hold
His
him.
little lips. I mean, his expression is just, it's so lifelike. It's so realistic.
I mean, again, I'm always around statues, and they're just so amazing. But this is really the first one that I've seen in person that I feel like could be alive, and could be breathing.
Yeah,
Really, really.
and the fact that he's life size is really unbelievable. The first episode of the second season, there's a scene where she picks the child up out of the bag, and he is this size. I mean, this is exactly the size he is when she's holding him in her arms. So, yeah, that's exactly what he just is exactly right.
What do you think you would give this statue out of a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, I love him. And for me, he's a 10.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I think I would give him probably a 9.8. There's always room for improvement on these statues, but I really feel like Sideshow and Legacy Effects really did a nice job with this piece, especially with paint applications. It doesn't bother me that it's not polystone. I am 100% okay with that. I think the paint apps, again, would not have been as effective if it was polystone, and I think it would have lost some life. I think by doing it this way, you have a living, breathing character right here in your home for less than $400. It's pretty darn incredible. I'm very impressed with this piece from Sideshow Collectibles. All right, guys, so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this incredible statue from Sideshow Collectibles. I definitely tip my hat, and I'm going to say again that the fact that it is not polystone will turn off some collectors. However, I feel like you could not tell that it's not polystone. It is painted so well. Also, I'm going to say again, the pink, in photographs, it does appear more pink than it is in real life. Some people have said that they can just like smear off the pink by hand a little bit if you just rub it off. Because again, it is kind of a hardened plastic material. But
don't rub the pink off my Yoda.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
there you go. But anyway, so I just don't think that if it would have been polystone, it would have been as good as it turned out. So I know some collectors are going to be deterred by that, but I really feel like, in my opinion, this is a better product the way it is. I also still feel like it's better than the Hot Toys figure. The Hot Toys is a little bit more expensive. It does have a few more options of swap outs, but it does have that seam. But I really think either way you go will probably be okay. But if I was going to choose, I would still choose this one. So what are your overall thoughts as we check out this piece?
Well, I mean, I wanted him emotionally. I just thought he was adorable, and I loved the character. And I'm a super pragmatic person, so I knew I had a place for him in our Disney room. And I'm so excited for him. Yeah, for him to come live with me in the Disney room. Right, buddy? Yes. You can leave the Batcave. You're going to come with old mommy. He says, okay.
He's got Killer Croc over there and the Joker staring at him. So I know that
we got to get him out of here.
He's really ready. But although I know he could probably take any of the characters in this room.
But the truth is, he is truly adorable. Very lifelike. He does not feel like a plastic toy in any way, shape, or form. He's really, really well done. His detailing is amazing. I don't think anybody who's a fan of this would be disappointed. Oh my gosh, look at his little face.
I know, like every time we turn him around.
Yes, anybody so who's cute. A fan of Baby Yoda, you're gonna love this. He is just adorable.
We really can't say enough good things about this piece. Again, great price point. I think the paint is on par. Looks really great. It's simple for what it is, but it's very effective and it looks lifelike. Ideal in polystone. You guys know that. You guys know that I love polystone. I prefer it over like a hot toy type thing. But this fits with all of these statues in this collection, if not better, because of the way it's painted, and it just has that lifelike quality. Like you fall in love with these eyes. And I think the eyes are plastic as well, but they really nailed it. I want to give a major shout out to Sideshow and also Legacy Effects. Legacy Effects worked with Sideshow on this piece. Of course, they do a lot of different movie pieces and things like that. Special effects company. And I just really feel like they nailed this one. And I'm so thankful, and I want to congratulate everybody out there that's picking this one up.
Yeah, he could be a stunt double on The Mandalorian. He's so good.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no doubt. And I really feel like it's a home run piece. It's definitely not something that I would normally have on this show, but I'm so
That's
glad.
why it's mine.
That's why it's yours. But I'm just really glad that we picked this one up.
I'm too. I'm really excited that he's my first statue.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? What a great first statue to have. So now you need to start suggesting other statues that Mrs. BSC should get. What do you think, guys?
I think I'm probably good.
Oh, come on. Well, we'll see if we can kind of slowly convince her into the world of more statues. We'll see. But it's really going to be hard to top this one as your first one.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
That's awesome. Well, I want to know your thoughts down below, of course. What do you think about this one? What do you think about the fact that it's not polystone and it is, in fact, kind of a hardened plastic? I do want to hear your thoughts down below. I also will have the link to order if you want to order. Of course, that does help support the channel, so thank you very much. That'll be in the show notes in the description. And again, if you're new here, please hit that like button, subscribe button, click the notification bell. Also consider picking up one of our BSC t-shirts down below and also joining our Brotherhood of the Bat membership group. That would be awesome. It does help support the channel. And thank you guys just so very much. And thank you so very much for being here today.
Absolutely. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my nephew Ronan, who's watching this today.
Oh, very, very cool. Well,
Yeah.
Hey, Ronan, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. And again, thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we'll see you
In the Batcave.
Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.